So believe it or not, apparently this is one of the best selling tablets from Samsung in 2022, a device that was released way back in March 2020. The Galaxy Tab A 8.4 inch. I've got the Verizon version here, but it's also available on AT&T and T-Mobile. As far as I know, there was only a 32 gigabyte storage option available, so pretty limited when it comes to storage, even 2 years ago in my opinion. Even if you're just downloading a few games, that can take up quite a bit of space. It also takes a micro SD card for additional storage, but that's not really going to help when it comes to installing apps. You won't really see this tablet available at too many places these days, normally around $230 in the United States, but I have seen this as low as $150 for an Amazon Renewed version. It's got an 8.4 inch 1920 by 1200 resolution TFT LCD display. It seems to be plenty bright enough for indoor use and actually looks really good when watching movies, playing games, just browsing online. If you've seen the newer Galaxy Tab A7 Lite, the display on this one actually looks better, mainly because of the higher resolution. Nice thing is you get full HD playback when watching Netflix, 2160p or 4K upscale resolution when watching YouTube videos. Everything looks really nice on this smaller tablet, and in my opinion, a step up from the Tab A7 Lite. They pack in a 5000 milliamp hour battery, which sounds great if you're talking about a cell phone, but during my battery drain test, this lasted 6.5 hours, which is not bad I guess compared to other tablets I've tested, and the Galaxy Tab A7 Lite lasted a half hour less than this one, but the new iPad Mini 6, it lasted 1 hour longer than this tablet. It's going to be plenty of power to get you through a day with normal usage, even more if you turn the screen brightness down. And then performance wise, sort of what you would expect for a tablet in this price range. Not going to be super fast or anything. It's got 3 gigabytes of RAM and then an Exynos 7904 processor. For some reason, Samsung never puts high-end specs in their smaller tablets. So yeah, you're going to notice this tablet can be a bit sluggish at times, especially compared to their higher end S8 line of tablets that just came out recently. It's actually going to be very comparable performance wise to the Tab A7 Lite, and it's still going to be good for most basic stuff like browsing online, reading a book, or just streaming some shows. Gaming performance was surprisingly decent on here as well. Again, not going to be the highest graphics settings or highest frame rates, as you can probably see from this footage, but it's still going to be fun to play games on here. I also downloaded Apex Legends Mobile to see how it would do on here. Graphics are not going to look the best, and it's going to get a little warm when playing, but nothing to worry about, or anything that makes it freeze up or anything like that. Nice thing is, with a tablet this size, it's much easier to use for gaming versus those bigger 10-inch or larger tablets. It's just a little bit easier to reach stuff on the screen, and is just more comfortable in the hands, at least in my opinion. Currently, this is on Android 11, One UI 3.1, but I believe this tablet's going to get the update to Android 12 probably later this year. Unfortunately, that might be its last software update. It may still get security updates after that, so it should last a couple years or so before it starts to feel a little outdated or just gets too far behind in security updates. If you've used other Samsung phones or tablets, this one's going to feel very familiar. Swipe left of the home screen to get Samsung Free, swipe up anywhere to get access to all of your installed apps, and then the notification shade, it's changed a little bit since this version, but overall it's going to be very similar to other Galaxy Tabs out there. Unfortunately, this one's not compatible with the S Pen like the older Tab A 8.0, which had a S Pen included, which is a shame. Would have been a nice feature to add to this tablet. The speakers located on the bottom are surprisingly loud for this size of tablet. Even sounds a little bit louder than the Tab A7 Lite. Good thing is you also get a headphone jack with this one, which you don't see too much anymore in 2022. Here's a quick audio test just to give you an idea of what it sounds like compared to the A7 Lite. When it comes to the cameras, you get an 8 megapixel main camera, 5 megapixel front facing camera. You can shoot up to 1080p resolution, 30 frames per second for video recording. The cameras on here are sort of what you would expect on a cheaper tablet. Not gonna be quite as good as what you see on a cell phone. Even mid-range cell phones are gonna look better than this tablet, but it's still gonna be just good enough to get the job done in my opinion. Here's a few samples of photos and video just to give you an idea of what to expect. So hopefully this gave you a little bit closer look at the Galaxy Tab A 8.4 inch and sort of a look back at one of my favorite smaller tablets from Samsung. It'd be nice to see them come out with a new updated version, maybe with some higher end specs to compete against the new iPad Mini 6. Maybe even include an S Pen this time. It would definitely be a really nice upgrade from this 2020 version. So if you've made it this far into the video, you may want to say thanks by subscribing, and don't forget to give a thumbs up if this video was helpful. This is Brian from Fishbee Productions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.